when we saw in the last election a lot of independents coming into play, and majority of them were women. And then there is another round of independents being standing in different federal seats. So what do you see that trend linked to the role of women in politics?
I mean, part of it is probably a correction. I think that there has been a perception that there's an imbalance in Parliament. Part of it also, I think, is because a number of the women who were elected at the last election were part of this community independent movement. Women are great community organisers, and I think that has risen out of community, and those women, women are the PNC presidents, and they're running the sporting teams, and they're doing those things that create connections. So, and you learn a lot of skills in those sorts of roles as well. You learn how to collaborate. You learn how to get good outcomes, even if you can't control anyone when you're working with volunteer organisations. You have to make a good case for it and work reasonably with people rather than using power or control to get those outcomes. And I think they are skill sets that are sorely needed in Parliament. People who will work collaboratively and pragmatically with either side, not need to have the win and own the win, but are driven by the outcome, not the ego. And I think that's really exciting to see more women coming into Parliament, bringing those sorts of values, broad life experience and a long-term perspective, and making a fantastic contribution to the way we make our laws.
This year, the theme of the International Women's Day is March Forward. What does that theme means to you? And then how, if you have to reflect onto it from your past and your future plans, what do you see it as?
To me, marching implies purpose and confidence, and also a bit of a battle. And I see that as being where we are now. That and when I think about my experience, I had the purpose, the community group gave me that confidence, and we were able to march into a battle and really change the game. And I think that's the opportunity for women in Australia, is rather than trying to beat men in a game designed by men, let's think about how we can change that game so that it's inclusive of everyone, and we can bring some qualities that are traditionally associated with the feminine, like compassion, kindness. We can bring these back into the public conversation and make them part of our national political discourse.